Welcome back, y'all. Joining us now is Ben Turney with Mission Partner Services, here to tell us a little bit more about how they can help you. So good morning, Ben.
Hi, good morning.
So what are some purposes and benefits of mental health treatment? I know sometimes there's a bit of a stigma about it.
Right. Well, the primary purpose for mental health treatment is an increase in quality of life. So many people, they just need to get more control of their moods, their emotions, their thoughts, and so they need some help. And that's what mental health treatment is to kind of help them kind of get back on track. Now, a lot of people realize that they get depressed, they get sad, they get down in the dumps. Those are things that are easy to identify. But there's also other times when somebody has lost an interest. You know, they've been part of a group and they've stopped doing that. They have a hobby and they've stopped doing their hobbies. You know, they just realize that there's just not a whole lot of enjoyment from things that were once enjoyable. A lot of times they'll quit bathing. You know, they'll quit cleaning their residence. They'll quit cooking for themselves. You know, there's a lack of motivation. You know, I've heard just getting out of bed and getting through the day is their goal. And that's kind of a hard way to live. And so what happens is people kind of struggle with this for so long. So their new normal is being sad, down, and depressed. And they think that's the way that they should be. So when some of those symptoms start to become a little bit more prevalent, a little bit more life impeding, well, that's where a good professional will come in. And kind of the lowest level of care is finding a good therapist, a good counselor, somebody that they can go to and unload their baggage and kind of talk about things and process through things. And the beauty of this is this therapist, it's a safe place and it's a confidential place. But more importantly, it's not your family. It's not your friends. It's not your coworkers. So many people use those type of resources to kind of unload. And friends and family aren't always equipped to handle situations. And sometimes they don't want to. And so by being able to get plugged in with a good therapist or counselor, that relationship, it is personal, but it's also professional. So you can kind of talk about things in a way that you wouldn't be able to talk about in another situation. So that's just kind of the beauty is finding a good therapist. Finding somebody that you can connect with is going to help you improve your quality of life. But also kind of on the more extreme things, Lauren talked about a few weeks ago about suicidal thoughts. If you're seeing somebody regular that's a professional, they can kind of make sure that your safety stays in check. So if something does happen, then you've got an avenue to really get some more in-depth help if needed.
Ben, I would love to talk to you more about this, but we're running out of time. Where can people find more information about Outlook 180?
Well, we've got a website. You can just go to missionpartnerservices.com or give us a call, 903-437-4467. I'll be glad to help you.
Thank you, Ben. And